Hi guys, today we're going to be looking at the second example under the third series of examples on projectile. So look at what we have here. A body is projected downward at an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal from the top of a building 170-meter high. Its initial speed is 40 meters per second. How far from the foot of the building will it strike? Now that's the question we have right here on the board. There's a second example under the third series of examples. So the first thing we have to do is we have to look for a way to get a pictorial interpretation of this very question. So we're going to try to do that. So don't forget, a body is projected downward. It's not the body is not projected upward like the other examples we've looked at. But this time, the body is projected downward at an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal. So here's the building. You have a building like this, and somebody stands here and project this body downward like this. So this body was projected downward at an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal. Angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal. So that's what we have here. The initial speed is 40 meters per second. Now it was done against the horizontal, which is 30 degrees angle. So the first thing we're going to get is we're going to get a component of, we're going to get the component of the initial speed. The body was projected 40 meters per second at an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal. So we're going to get the component of this very initial speed. So let's do that first. This initial speed along x, initial speed along y, this 30 degrees here. We have the same thing here, 30 degrees. So opposite right here, hypotenuse, right, this is adjacent. So there's it here. Initial speed along the y-axis over 40 meters per second, which is the main speed itself, is sine 30 degrees. So uy is 40 times sine 30 degrees. So initial speed along y-axis is 20 meters per second. Sine 30 is 0.5 or 1 over 2. So 1 over 2 times 40 is 20 meters per second. So initial speed along the x-axis is 40 times cos 30 degrees. Our calculator could help us with that. 40 meters times 0.8660. 40 meters times cos 30 degrees. That'll give us 34.64 meters, 34.64 meters per second. We've gotten that already. So now the question is how far from the foot of the building will it strike? Now here we can use our range, but this looks very much like range, but this is not range we're talking about, because for us to talk about range, it means you're going to have